So I have sleep apnea, and in the beginning when I was first diagnosed with it, the doctors said, oh, you need to lose some weight and you need to exercise more, and that didn't feel right, because so if you look at the articles about people who have sleep apnea, they tend to be overweight and have really big necks, and although my neck is a little bit big, it's not that big. So I started thinking about this and like, well, that doesn't make any sense, and maybe there must be something else going on, and they wanted to do surgery, and I fear pain a lot. And so I started trying to figure out what else it could be, and so I started tracking on a spreadsheet, which was really, really hard. And then basically I gave in to the surgery idea, and that was a great idea, although it wasn't noticeable at first, but I can only talk to you today because of the surgery. It really made a huge difference, but it took 2 years for me to catch up on my sleep to be like this now.
Wow, so what kind of sleep were you having prior to the surgery versus now?
I guess my apneas were really bad. So I was sleeping, I would wake up 4 times a night that I was conscious of, and then I would be in bed for 13 hours a day. Normally, my whole life, I've been in bed for 10 hours a day, and anything less than 10 hours, I'd feel horrible. And it turns out that probably I've had apnea all along, and it just got bad enough that at this certain point where I was working really hard in grad school and maybe had gained a little bit of weight, that it was getting longer and longer. And what I also noticed is that even when I was sleeping 13 hours a day, that I was feeling worse and worse. And so I went to the doctors and I said, something is not right. And they said, oh, that's just grad school. That's just normal. You just need to exercise, lose weight, sleep more. And I'm like, I'm sleeping 13 hours a day. How much more could I possibly sleep?
Yeah, something was wrong.
Right.
Yeah, and now you're normal, sleeping healthy.
No. I still have sleep apnea, but it's under control now. So I basically did lots of different testing, tried lots of different medicines, allergy medicines. I tried taking different diets to reduce the food that I was taking to try to figure out if it was a food. Because I have I can't breathe even now. Like I have really bad congestion all the time. So my theory all along was that, and the doctors they were just like, no, no one's ever had that.
I was also just going to ask you whether Facebook is looking into anything like self-tracking or into health sector related products.
I think Facebook wants to be. I of course can't speak for the company. I think that we're trying to be the platform and enable other people to share. We want the world to share as much information as they can. Let me rephrase that. Facebook wants the world to be more open and connected. And one of the ways that we can be connected to each other is sharing our story. And some of us have stories like the sleep apnea or the diabetes. And other people that might possibly feel alone can derive encouragement from these kinds of stories. And seeing like how hard someone is exercising. So like I exercise for triathlons, and so I go running and swimming and biking every weekend to try to tire myself out enough that I can sleep decently on the weekends. Like that might be encouraging to someone else too. So from the perspective of making the world a better place where we all feel more connected to each other, yes, Facebook is totally behind that.
We'd all be looking forward to that. Well, thank you so much for coming and speaking with us today.
Great, thank you so much.